What's going on, everyone? This is Trainer Nate, and this is the first episode to a series I'd like to do where we take a deep dive into the Pokemon world. And when I say the Pokemon world, I literally mean the Pokemon world. All the places where Ash and his friends have traveled, all the cities, all the neighborhoods, all the towns, everything. And this is going to just consist of the anime, so the shows and the movies. This isn't going to be anything from the manga or the games. The games, for instance, Pallet Town in the games is just those three buildings and the garden, and that's how it is in every game. There's more of the places in the game when it comes to talking to people and getting lore like that, but I'm meaning more like visually, and just so we just have more of an idea of what's going on in the Pokemon world. If you like Pokemon as much as me, then you will love this series, I promise, because this is something that I wish that I would have been able to watch at some point. Because, you know, when I'm watching Pokemon, I like to look at the background and I see these different places in the background, and they just go right over it because that's not part of the main idea of what they're doing in that episode. But that's what this series is going to be about, is just being more detailed in what's going on and what's at the places where Ash and his friends go. So I figured for the first episode, why not start where Ash started, and that's Pallet Town. Pallet Town really consists of three things: Ash's house, Professor Oak's lab, and then just all the stuff you see in the background. Of course, there's more houses and stuff there, but as far as stuff we actually get to see really good, it's going to be the lab, Ash's house, and just the background houses and land and everything that they have there. So let's go ahead and get right into it. On the episode, A Tent Situation is actually one of the episodes where we get to see more of inside of Ash's house, more than just his room that we mostly see. But yeah, in that episode, you get to see more of the living room and the kitchen even.
Hey, how you doing there, Misty? Hiya, Togepi. Looking good.
What do you mean, how you doing?
And in this series, I'm not really going to focus a lot on inside of places unless that place is like super important, kind of like Ash's house. So now let's move over to Professor Oak's lab. We actually get to see a lot of the inside and the outside of the lab through the anime. So when you first walk in, there's a hallway straight ahead and then a staircase to the right. It's unclear to me where the actual laboratory room is located in this building, because I mean, this is Professor Oak's lab, but it also doubles as his house, I'm pretty sure. So now we'll go ahead and go outside. In the episode Pallet Party Panic is an episode where you get to see a lot of the outside of the lab, mostly the backyard of it. Ash and his friends come back to Pallet Town and they throw this big party, and Team Rocket shows up and everything. But as this is all going on, you get a good look of the back of the lab. And as you know, as Ash is out traveling, he sends his extra Pokemon to Oak, and I mean, they stay at the lab with him. So in the back, he's got a big pasture for the Pokemon to run, and then he's even got little areas for water Pokemon. So the last part to Pallet Town is the stuff in the background. And of course, you see there's a bunch of houses and stuff, and really the only difference would be Professor Oak's lab, and on one episode there's a little store. But other than that, you know, it's just the houses that you see in the background. But there is these two houses right behind Ash's house, and on the first season you see these houses and they're just, you know, back there. But if you actually pay attention to these houses through the anime, every time that Ash goes back home, you see these houses, and it's like they keep renovating. From the first episode to the last time we see it, they're like very different. And that's pretty much the case with all the background houses. They all change throughout the series. But other than that, I mean, that's pretty much all that Pallet Town has. It's more of a country town, so it has dirt roads and stuff like that. But yeah, that concludes our tour of Pallet Town and the first episode in this series. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that like button and subscribe. And if you know someone who's into Pokemon, send them this video. Let them check it out. And I will see y'all next time.